ladies and gentlepigs. I've just I'm in the middle of crossing Exmoor from west to east. I've just stopped in Exford for a quick bite to eat. A load of roads I haven't ridden before. I actually thought it would be more scenic, but anyway, what's news? Well, I turned 46 years old last week. So finally, I have something in common with Rossi. So what else is new? Well, last week I found myself at North Coast Motorcycles in Bude. And I went there because I've been strongly considering a Royal Enfield Interceptor 650 twin. So I just went along to have a look at one in the flesh. They offered me a test ride and I declined because I thought I want to think about this a bit more before I fall in love with it. But anyway, I was quite impressed, like the look of it. Seems quite well made, and all the reviews I've looked on it paint a pretty good picture. So now all I've got to do is sort of convince myself that I need a second bike. Coming up with all sorts of excuses, but the main one is my girlfriend now enjoys it on the back of the bike, so I want to do a bit more riding with her, and I think that would be quite a comfortable bike for the two of us, and it'll keep the miles down on this puppy. Now, about 5 minutes before I put the camera on, I passed a pheasant which was on the left hand side of the road. Oh, they're so stupid. It flew up and I just managed to duck it, and it just brushed the top of my helmet. I wish the camera was running. That's the way it goes, I guess. So why am I looking at an Interceptor? Well, when I first started riding bikes, everything was just so much simpler. You know, it's bare bones, nuts and bolts. I'll tell you how I first got into bikes. I think I was 12 years old, and a mate of mine, I think it's his cousin or his uncle, had a farm close to where we lived, and we were down there one day on a Sunday afternoon, and he said, let's have a go on the bike. He had a fizzy Yamaha FS1E50. Now for you youngsters, that's not like a modern 50. That thing would do 70 miles an hour easily. Anyway, I didn't actually know how to ride a motorbike, and he told me what to do. I kind of understood the concept of it because I knew how to drive a car. I knew how the clutch and everything worked, but I could not get my head around where everything was, and I stalled it numerous times, and then actually ended up, when I didn't stall it, riding with the throttle wide open and the front brake on full and crashing into the side of a farmhouse. Thankfully no damage to me, the bike, or the house for that matter. But anyway, we put the bike away and I was so frustrated with myself. And now this is going to sound ridiculous. That night I had a dream about riding this bike, and in that dream I sussed out where everything was. And the next week we went back to the farm and I said, can we have a go on the bike? My mate said, well, you can't ride it. And I said, I think I'll be alright now. And I kid you not, I got on that bike and it was exactly as it had been in the dream, and I rode it perfectly. So there you go, I learned to ride a motorbike in a dream, believe it or not. So anyway, this Interceptor business is going back to the bare bones of it. None of this traction control or rider modes. It's got the ABS, which I think it has to now to comply with EU regs, and what else? EFI, that's again, carbs don't fit the bill anymore. Apart from that, there's nothing to it, and I quite like the idea of that. Anyway, I think I'm just over halfway through my ride now, so I just thought I'd catch up, let you all know I'm still breathing. So, time for me to say ciao. Be safe. Bye bye.